By look how gross that is. I'm not gonna look.
All right, we're doing it live.
Doing it live.
Fuck it, we're doing it live.
Hats. What are you wearing, Mystic?
Hats. Nothing.
Nothing. God, you couldn't even wear your thinking cap.
Oh, literally.
That was good. That was a good one. You gotta give it up. That was fucking good. That was fucking good, man. You gotta give it to him. That was good.
How was that? That wasn't good.
That was fucking good.
It's only because you were the butt of it that you're like,
Yeah, that's why I'm like,
Yeah,
fuck you.
exactly. That wasn't good.
Want some ointment for that sick burn, bro?
Why don't you shut up before I drag my Slimer across your face and leave a wet mark?
all right, Dad, you're live. You're in the frame.
That is just weird.
Fuck it, he's doing it live.
Yeah. He's like, oh, I don't want to be in your camera.
Yeah, why is he saying, hey, why does he have a knife, dude? What's up? What's he doing?
That is creepy, man. Jesus Christ, that's creepy. Because the lighting behind is
Yeah,
like,
it does make him look creepy.
like you're ready to get axe murdered. It's gonna be on video. That is creepy, man.
We're going viral,
Jesus.
boys.
We're live on the Facebook.
Oh, there's me.
There is you.
Use on candy camera, motherfucker.
We ready?
Because it's delayed.
I was ready.
That's delayed by like 10 seconds. He's watching the.
What's
delay
his
feed.
name?
Ted.
There can be only one.
A dad named Ted. Anyway, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, let's do this shit. Go on.
All right.
Let's kick it. On this episode of the Red Eye Report, we talk about hats. How long have hats been around? What were some of the weirdest hats over the years? We'll answer those questions and more. With me this week is Top Hat Teddy.
Fuck balance.
Quick question.
Shut up, we're recording.
What's the difference between a white man wearing a top hat in 2019 and a black man wearing a top hat in 2019? Answer. The white guy is a hipster. The black guy is a pimp. Sorry, Whitey.
Goddamn right. You got to say the whole thing. It's a pimp named Slipback. Like a Tribe Called Quest.
Hip named Teddy.
Pimp named Teddy.
Next to Teddy, we have Pork Pie Mystic.
Is that the name of a hat?
Yes.
Oh,
Mystic's
my God.
moniker Pork Pie doesn't have anything to do with the hat, though. He just likes fucking pies.
Oh,
I
nasty.
do.
We also have a Kubra ashtray. And a Kubra is like a Stetson with a dumb chin strap. He's
Well,
like a
Stetson's
drunker
dumb, so-
Indiana Jones, but instead of finding the Ark of the Covenant and killing Nazis, Ashtray tries to find free lines of cocaine and Bushmills.
Yeah. Either or. Preferably both.
He needs the fucking strap. Finally, there's me, Oracle. My go-to hat is my Tilly. These are indestructible, have a lifetime warranty, and can be machine washed. And I get to drop acid, wander the Walmart parking lot, and pretend like I'm hunting dingoes in the outback.
Pretend.
Yeah,
bet
right?
you I could destroy that hat.
Yeah.
And this
Dingoes
is the Red Eye
are-
Report.
Dingoes are actually 12-year-old boys.
Right.
Oh, you
That's
are.
my code name.
A
Code name.
dingo fucked my body.
You got your whole, like a parody hunting show that's just
Hunting dingoes.
capturing preteens who are wandering around Walmart.
Prodigal,
Like
you gotta
bum
fight him.
fight.
So
Wow.
who here is
a hat?
a regular hat wearer? Teddy?
I
Wear
used,
hat?
well, I used to wear hats more. Maybe I don't know. In the last 5 years, I don't wear them as much. But yeah, I have a collection.
Not even Jimmy hats.
No,
I've seen
You don't wear no
nothing
Jimmy
but-
hats?
hot fire blanks.
I
How about you,
fire
Teddy?
blanks.
How often do you wear a hat?
I'd say almost every day.
Okay.
I mean, generally it's a baseball cap. If I go out, I wear my Kangos. I used to have had a great fucking fedora collection, but it has since been destroyed. So,
That's the gayest
Destroy- or-
sentence
or-
anyone
yeah.
has ever said.
Don't let the
Look,
fucking
look,
dingoes
look,
get
look,
us
great,
your
but
fedora.
don't
I'm gonna find one of my
Nerdy
favorite
white men have
fedora
ruined the
collections, bro.
fedora.
Gayest shit ever.
Man, fuck you. You just mad because you can't wear a hat.
Yeah.
Very-
Yeah. No
hat,
matter
I
what
tell
hat,
that.
no matter what hat Mystic wears, she looks like Dom DeLuise. It's just fucking- and that is the bane of his existence.
He
I
does.
get-
That's why he's angry at this episode.
I was
He
eating.
prefer we do hair because I have none, but you changed it, so way to go. Let's get the show going. All right.
All right, so
That hair,
Teddy,
you got flowing locks.
Teddy, you are in the 11% of respondents that said that they wear hats every day.
11.
Yep, 11%.
The eights don't care if you're shooting blanks, Ashtray.
Thanks,
Who-
Travis.
That's true.
So
I'll try.
That's right. Get tested.
Try anything.
33%
once.
said that they rarely ever wear hats. 26% say that they never do. What do you think's the most popular hat today in
Baseball.
2019?
Baseball
Oh,
cap.
The
baseball
bean.
cap.
Yep.
That-
Baseball cap.
Baseball cap at
Oh.
51%. 42% is like a knit or winter type hat.
Yeah,
I
a
definitely
beanie.
Those-
wear that.
Or the gay ass beanies with the fucking shit hanging off the back.
Well, it doesn't have to have shit hanging
No,
out.
just
Like, I
a
used to wear a
regular
beanie
beanie.
at work all the time. That was like
In the
Well,
winter,
they have those.
I'm
Those
always wearing,
beanies
so-
over there. Like a cones, like those Ed Netty beanies that fucking shit hanging off. I
yeah,
call
yeah. I
them
remember those back in the
Mm.
90s, like
In the
late 90s,
90s,
early
yeah.
2000s.
Yeah,
my
I call
brother
it a
had the
douchebag
cat, the
beanie. So like, just put it on your head, bro.
hats that they were selling and shit too, like the big tall
Yeah,
hat and the hat.
at Raves.
Oh yeah.
hmm
Well, you know, there were parties
That's where
in the
I saw 'em at, was
90s.
at Raves.
Yep. That was
So-
like 1997. That was all the rage.
11% said that they wear fedoras, which was
Oh my
actually
God.
surprising to me.
That's
pretty
see,
high.
I have-
It's got to be higher than that because 11% had the balls to admit they wear fedoras.
True. 'Cause
The other 47%.
What do you have against
Just
fedoras?
wear
I
man?
have one.
They don't look good on anybody.
They
except
do look
really
good on
Except
skinny
black
Frank
people.
Sinatra.
They
like
don't
really
look good on fat
skinny
white
dudes.
people.
Skinny
No,
dudes,
they
yeah,
look
you
good
got
on
to.
black
Teddy,
people, man.
I
I'm telling
guarantee you they don't look good on you. I'm sorry.
I guarantee. Okay.
Stick to
Okay.
the Kangles and
Guess
the
what?
baseball caps, bro.
Guess what? I'm gonna get me a fedora and I'm gonna rock that bitch in front of you. Just
All
watch.
right, you rock it all you
Just
want.
watch.
Doesn't mean you look good in it.
Just
I don't know what to tell you.
Just watch. I'm gonna rock that bitch.
So hats have been around for a long fucking time. And they have recorded like cave paintings that show something that looks like a hat from like 30,000 years ago. The first civilization that really adopted a lot of hat stuff, and I was looking into some hair things. A lot of hair stuff and wigs were actually the ancient Egyptians.
Of course.
Yeah.
I was just thinking, you know what? Also, probably what's the oldest civilization that actually took notes or made pictures?
Yeah,
The
right. Yeah.
Egyptians.
The
Of course. You know what? I bet you there were some cavemen who put some dumb shit in their hair, but they just didn't make pictures or
Right.
write it down, so we don't know.
I mean, I'm pretty sure somebody made a leaf out of fucking made a hat out of a leaf or something to protect
Sure.
yourself from the sun or something.
Yeah,
I mean, it's just
definitely.
like, they just
The
recorded it.
Egyptians actually had some pretty elaborate stuff because they would shave their heads, or
Wouldn't they do that weird thing where they had like a weird ponytail? It was like just one chunk.
yeah. So they would do stuff like that. They would shave their heads. They would have wigs and all kinds of crazy shit. So here's some other interesting facts about hats. So London black taxis were all made tall so that gentlemen could ride in them without taking off their top hat.
Oh, all right, all right.
Mm.
Ah, the more you know.
Makes sense.
Guess who's
Yeah.
gonna win cash cab now? This guy.
So staying on the top hat line, John Hetherington wore one of the first top hats in 1797 in the streets, and he was arrested for scaring people. He ended up in court and paid 50 pounds of sterling.
What is that on your head? He's a devil. He's the devil.
I'm gonna get into this
God.
a little bit more, but have you guys heard the term "mad as a hatter"?
Yeah.
I've heard of Mad Hatter.
I've
the
heard it.
Mad
I've heard
Hatter,
from Alice in Wonderland.
right? So that's actually taken from real life. So when they made felt for hats, it involved using mercury, which is toxic, and prolonged
shit.
exposure can cause damage in the nervous system, tremors, and dementia. And so people that made hats, a lot of them had like all these mental, neurological fucking disorders because of it.
Haberdasheries ain't nothing to fuck with.
Right?
Vikings never
Just like
wore
Wu-Tang.
horned helmets. I know that might be a
Like,
little
how do they know
disappointing.
that? No,
What?
really. Were they there?
Maybe it was
In
written
11
down. It was like
1144.
part of their lore. No
Look, Hans-
orange.
Shoot, Hans sent out a memo.
What was the
Everybody that got
reason?
it, They did not wear or fucking.
What was the reason why they didn't wear horned helmets?
I heard in my head. I heard orange helmets. I'm like, how do they know that?
Yeah, they were wearing hard hats.
They probably didn't know what the color orange was.
But you're saying they did not
They
wear.
did not. They did
So that
not.
was just made up by Hollywood.
Mm-hmm. And in Fargo, North Dakota, there is a law that forbids dancing while wearing a hat under the penalty of jail.
What
There-
happened
that
to
makes
make
sense.
them make that fucking law?
Yeah. What kind of a hat massacre
What
Right.
happened?
Kung
What
Lao
was
the
was
fuck
there.
happened? But you know what?
The Union Dance Hall closed down and nobody danced again.
Yeah.
I'm saying,
So-
what did this motherfucker do? Go
I
ahead,
was
sorry.
actually surprised when I looked into the baseball cap to find that the baseball cap is actually from baseball. And what we know today as a baseball cap is a variation of a yachting cap. And the first version closest to nowadays was in 1860 when the Brooklyn Excelsiors wore it, and it was later called the Brooklyn style cap. And it really hasn't changed that much.
I mean, yeah, why fuck with perfection? You know.
Right. Yeah.
in 1940, that's when they put latex rubber inside the cap, and it really hasn't changed from that.
Latex rubber, like in the bill.
In the bill, I believe, yes.
Yeah.
So now, I
Except
guess.
now people don't fold the brim, which irritates the living fuck out of
Well,
me.
yeah, because as kids, our kids, you know, like it was you cranked it, you put rubber bands
Yeah.
on it,
Oh yeah.
and
Yeah,
now
you
it's
broke
like,
it in. That was like the key to a good hat was breaking in that brim perfectly.
yep. And it was kind of like you would show your classmates, like, "This is my new hat," you know, still breaking it in,
Right,
rolling
yeah,
it around, and like
Well,
you're
and that,
constantly,
dude, and you look, they look stupid.
See, I
I'm
like,
sorry,
I
but
like, I
flat
like my
brim
little
hats
slight.
look
I
retarded.
like my slight brim. I
Yes.
don't like that big old brim you have. I like my slight thing.
Well, that's
Okay?
fine. You can like it how you
Yeah.
want, but at least you bend it. It's
Right.
not
Yeah,
like that
it's at
flat
Flat
least
is just
bent.
fucking dumb.
yeah. No, we had some. I remember as kids, some of us were like seeing how like tight you could keep it, and be like, "Oh, real, like look at it," without
Ashtray.
it being like bent.
Right.
ashtray.
Ridiculous.
Ashtray.
Yeah.
Answer the
Tony
man.
Perella is asking if you are drinking a White Claw, whatever the fuck that is.
I've been hearing
You,
about
you
those.
better not be drinking a fucking
This
White
is that
Claw.
other one. Yeah, no, basic bitch seltzer.
Oh, my
Basic
that's what
God.
it's
bitch
called?
seltzer?
They call them basic bitch.
Fuck is a White Claw? I don't even know.
Well,
I'm not
it's-
up on
it's
the
this
cool kid terms, man.
White Claw.
It's the seltzer. It's like the
Truly-
seltzer.
Hard
It's like-
seltzers is this
It's,
is
yeah,
it?
it's like the new Zima is what it is.
It's where all of the
Oh,
money's
really?
going
Okay.
right now.
Yeah, it's like the new Zima in this little fucking game. Yeah.
So I'm sure you guys have seen women in like
I've seen-
early. Yeah, I'm sure you've seen women.
I've seen one woman.
Only your wife. You look at any other, it slaps you.
So
He says it's the new bro drink, by the way.
1800s, late 1800s. huge fucking hats, right? Like massive hats. And that was the style of the day. Occasionally, the brims were so wide that the hat stretched beyond the women's shoulders and caused the women to fall over. They would lose their balance. Yeah,
That's
Yeah.
great.
because they would just keep on adding shit on there.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be something to see at the Kentucky Derby?
Yeah, right.
Right? It make
Here's
it
a
more
question.
interesting than the fucking 10 minutes that the actual race is.
Has anybody ever actually put a fruit basket on their head, like
No.
in pictures?
Like in the kind of stereotypical Chiquita banana
Right, yeah,
like lake
yeah.
thing. No, like our fruit baskets.
No, I mean like no. You haven't seen those like chicks at like the Kentucky Derby. Like it looks like they have like cherries and shit in their hats. You know what I mean?
that
And,
kind
like,
of
an
elaborate
apple.
stuff. No, I've never worn that kind of elaborate of a hat.
No.
I wouldn't have anywhere to put it in my apartment.
And just to let you know, the
have.
Kentucky Derby is known as the fastest or as the most intense 2 minutes in sports. It's a 2-minute race.
It's
Actually.
really only 2 minutes. Okay.
So
Correct.
the fedora that Teddy loves so much.
I don't currently have one. I need to find one. Like I said, I
Bro
might be
drink.
lost and destroyed. But yeah.
So they lasted until the 1960s, and then
Fedoras
cultural-
lasted to the 60s.
yep, till the 60s, and then the Cultural Revolution happened during the 60s, and everybody's like, yeah,
Fuck these
let's do
fedoras.
crazy hats, or let's not wear hats at all.
Let's
So-
knit them ourselves because we're hippies and we live in
Right.
comedy.
Thanks, fucking hippies. So let's talk about the Mad as a Hatter.
I wore a bowl at a
little
prom,
bit.
bro.
Yeah,
So-
the term.
It's been traced, the felt industry. So they use the mercury in order to break the hair or the fur down in order to make felt. That's the reason why they were using it. And I thought it was kind of interesting how they discovered
Exquisite.
that it works. So in Turkey, camel hair was used for felt material, and it was discovered that the felting process was speeded up if the fibers were moistened with camel urine.
Oh, of all the urines.
Yeah, how'd they discover that?
I don't
I'm
know.
guessing they tried a shit ton of urine.
It is said
It's
that
probably
in France,
it's probably because one Muslim told them this is the secret, and like it's gotta
Yeah,
be
right.
camel urine.
No
They didn't
shit.
bother to try goat or horse or sheep or anything else in America.
well, get this. It is said that in France, workmen use their own urine, but
Oh.
one particular workman
French urine.
seemed consistently to produce a superior felt.
Really?
This person was being treated with a mercury compound for syphilis,
Oh.
and an association was made between mercury treatment of the fibers and an improved felt after that.
Weird.
And that was why they decided mercury is
That's
what
why they
will do
started
That's
it.
the
using mercury.
weirdest
That's the
stumbling
weirdest.
upon that I've ever heard of.
Well, it also.
Why
well,
is his
I
piss
guess
so
at
good?
that point, because they're giving mercury for syphilis, they didn't think mercury was as harmful as it was. So they're like, sure, let's use it
yeah.
for
Right.
this.
And I mean, this was quite severe, and actually in the U.S., they had something called the Danbury Shakes. So Danbury, Connecticut has always been known as the Hat City, and it was the hat making capital of the world in the 19th century. So at the peak of the industry, 5 million hats a year were produced in 56 different factories in Danbury.
Wow.
That's a
and
lot
they-
of goddamn hats.
When was this? What time of?
So 19th century, so 1800s.
1800s.
And they were using a mercury solution, and they had like a bunch of steam and stuff, so it was airborne, so you're inhaling fucking mercury all day. And many hatters with
Damn.
long-term exposure got mercury poisoning. Poisoning attacks the nervous system, causes drooling, hair loss, uncontrollable muscle twitching, a lurching gait,
I have almost all those symptoms, but
And
A
go on.
lurching gait?
Lurching
Weird.
gait.
That's weird. What do they consider lurching? Because I already have that, I think.
Yeah.
And people are stumbling about in a confused state with slurred speech and trembling hands, and people would think that they were drunks, actually.
Uh,
And they, in the most severe cases, they're actually experiencing hallucinations.
wow.
So it wasn't until the 1940s that they actually banned the use of that in the U.S. But that's where that Mad Hatter comes from, is the use of mercury, which I thought was interesting.
It's weird how they, like, we used to just do dumb shit
We
with
still do
you know what I
dumb
mean?
shit.
Like, well, the thing is like, remember back in the 30s, you ever seen the movie Naked Lunch or read the book?
I know
Well,
the
it-
book's name, but I actually have never
No.
read it.
Was that
Yeah,
the mescaline
It's
one?
about exterminators, yeah. And back in the day, they used mescaline, which is like fucking peyote, basically,
Right.
to kill cockroaches and bugs and shit. So all these dudes were like going crazy. They couldn't figure out why. Oh, maybe because they're hallucinating and shit.
Yeah.
And gigantic fucking cockroaches coming at it.
And you're under little crawl spaces and shit, you know?
Right, yeah. You're all tripping balls.
I'm sorry I killed your family. Please don't hurt me.
Right, yeah.
Yeah. Think how many houses they burned down just because they were going nuts.
Jesus Christ. Lady, you had a
It's
roast
the only
problem.
way, ma'am. It's the only way.
It's the only way. Burn them out.
So, just to close out the hat discussion, have you guys had like a favorite hat? Or
Yeah.
What was your favorite hat that you had? When did you
Uh,
wear it?
Well, probably mine would be the my Mountain Dew one. Hold on. I'm gonna fucking grab it.
Right.
Mine was Teddy's mom. I wear her like a hat a lot.
That's fine. Mine's my girlfriend's ass. That's my favorite hat.
Hey, wait! I meant to ask you. Does she eat ass as ravenously as you do? Like, is she into
No,
ass?
I'm not a fan of it. I'm a fan of yeah.
Oh, okay.
Glad you feel comfortable divulging
man,
that
no.
information.
Ashtray likes to get it both
Hey
ways.
man, I ain't ashamed of my shit. Fuck y'all.
Funny. Okay, go
Yeah.
ahead. Where's your Mountain Dew hat?
My favorite would be the Mountain Dew. So before I started my life,
Respect
I
you
thought
for
I was
dropping
going
right
to
now.
make like custom distressed hats. So I found this retro Mountain Dew hat from Target, and I had this collection of old cans. So I basically riveted an old Mountain Dew can into the bill. Trouble was I found I just liked the stuff I made so much I was wearing it all the time. So that business idea failed.
I was gonna say you could probably sell that for like $600-700 to some Japanese kid.
True. Yeah, I guess. I
Pair
would
it up with some old
international.
Levi's, and you're talking a cool grand.
Nice.
Next,
Teddy?
who's favorite hat? Teddy, what's your favorite hat?
Can't hear you,
Oh,
Teddy.
come on, Teddy, you're muted, you dumb shit.
My bad. I was muted. I was coughing. I was muted. My bad. Fuck y'all. My favorite hats. I guess I've got a Kango from a buddy of mine that it's got Skyrock on it. That I think that's that and my ball caps. My Detroit ball caps, motherfucker.
Right,
Yeah.
never forget. 13 years old.
What?
What? I
Did
don't
you
know
say you
what
lived in
13-year-old
Detroit
was.
till you were 13?
Oh,
Oh,
Oh
yeah. Never forget.
Yeah.
Never forget. Never forget.
The Alamo. All right, what's your favorite
Ashtray.
hat, Merkel? Is that one? Is it the one you're wearing?
Yeah, the one you're wearing.
the
Crocodile
Tilly,
Dundee.
yeah, the Tilly's a good outdoorsy hat, but this is
Is that
a
what
relative.
it's called? That's the style, the
It's
Tilly
a
hat?
Tilly. Yeah, it's a Tilly hat, and it actually does have a lifetime warranty on it.
Dude, if
Wait,
we
is
ever hung
Tilly
out
the
outside
brand
together,
or the style?
It's the brand.
Okay.
dude, if we
What's
ever hung out
the
together
style?
and you wore that hat, I would never stop cracking on you. Ever. Like the whole day would be me cracking on you. It'd be fun, you know.
No, though,
Yeah,
as
you know,
as
I'm not
a
a
bald
huge hat guy.
as a bald guy though, like utilitarian wise, That's a solid hat to have when you're like,
Yeah, right.
roughing it outdoors, like and
Yeah.
keeping that sun off
Roughing
your
outdoors.
ass
I
and
see
your
him
neck.
being dragged through. I see him being dragged through a city by his girlfriend with a camera around his neck wearing that hat. That's his feature. It's not
So
outdoors, my ass.
I think my favorite hat ever was this beanie. It was a Patriots beanie, but it was like the most comfortable fucking thing that I've ever worn. And when I had long hair, like really long, and it was just nice to keep it down. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's comfortable.
Right on. So that's
Long
it for
flowing
hats,
locks.
folks. Send us
Another
your stupid-
riveting episode.
Yeah, send us your stupid.
Hey,
hat
that shit was
pictures and
tight.
Plumbing.
We'll make fun of. So we're moving on to what's sexy, where we tell you what's
okay, one
sexy
last
in the
hat
world.
thing. I'll tell you a hat I miss wearing.
What?
Is I miss wearing the little Jamaican small bill hats that you catch your dreads in. Make a little, I do miss wearing those hats. That's all I gotta say. I miss my hair.
I don't even know what the fuck you're talking about.
Oh, when you had your long
there's little
dreads, it
hats.
was like that
They're
type of
hats. Yeah,
hat
you can
that
have dreads. You can
scooped
put them in. There's a
What
little
do you
Jamaican
do?
hat you can wear. It's just,
They just have like a tie that you just kind of looped it around.
no, it's the way you
dreads
put it
on
on.
the
You put it. I mean, you kind of like cup the dreads with it and then put it on, and like the weight of the
Yeah,
dreads
yeah.
holds it. Like it sits like right here, and the weight of the dreads holds it up.
Hmm.
I had like two of those, one for my short dreads and one for my real long ones. I like wearing those hats.
How long ago did you get rid of your dreads?
It's been a while. I got the picture on Facebook when I cut them off, but I have to look into.
Do you remember what year it was?
No, it's been more than 10 years.
I think
Too
you should
long.
grow
All right,
your
moving
pubic
on.
hair into dreads.
Nasty.
Okay, Teddy.
Just like a matted cat down there. Good, gross.
Gross.
Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3.
Oh my lord! They made a
Oh,
third one.
eat a dick. Fuck you.
They can't get to the fourth.
Without the third, baby. And I hope it is a fourth. This is it's a Switch exclusive. If you ever played the first two, it's basically a shit ton of Marvel guys. It's kind of like a Diablo style Marvel game. It's awesome. It's got like 40 characters, more coming, DLC. Great game. Pick it up, Oracle. I know you don't play games with people, but are you picking it up? Because it is co-op. I mean, it's I know
It's
he
got a
doesn't-
cool
he's not-
looking style.
I mean,
I
it is
like
a cool.
that.
I mean, it's a cool. It's like a top-down kind of thing. You can switch
It is
between
a fun
the
little
four people.
arcade type game.
Wait, now
Yeah, it
didn't
is,
they
it
have
is.
this for the 360 and shit? And
Well, they had one for the original Xbox and one for the 360. Yeah,
Wait, this
Okay.
is only on Switch?
yeah, it's only on the Switch. It's Switch exclusive. Yeah,
What?
oh,
and it looks pretty good. I mean, there's a shit ton of characters. There's more characters you can get and unlock, and there's more coming in DLC. And it's a you choose
Ghost
your team.
Rider.
Yeah, you choose your team, and depending on what they
Nicolas
affiliate, they get
Cage.
buffs and things, and
As Ghost
and you can it's real cool.
Electra.
All right.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Check it out.
So moving on.
oh, you're a bad loser.
All right, next we have Mystic with Blown Away.
So it's this show on Netflix called Blown Away. It's like one of those reality competition shows, but it's all about glass blowing, right?
Uh,
first off-
I see what they did there.
So some of these people are fucking unbelievable artists at glass blowing. I don't understand like the concept even behind it. But what I like about it is that most of those shows are like an hour long. This is 22 minutes or whatever.
Oh,
Just
really?
get straight the fuck into the shit. They're like, this is what you're doing. You got fucking 5 hours. Get to it.
They
Show
don't
the
like
best
milk
highlights.
the backstory of
Yeah,
each
exactly.
glass
Yeah, they don't give a
blower.
fuck,
Like,
basically.
oh, it's such a hard life. You know, my mom, she broke her toe on
They
a
do.
union job.
They do, but it's one person per episode, and it's like 2 minutes worth instead of 30 minutes worth. Where it's, if it was twice as long. Do you get what I mean? Like they'll be like,
Yeah.
they'll tell you the reason behind what they're making this piece, and that'll be the end of it. It's not like like I
Wow.
used to watch
Oh, the
Face
trailer
Off.
looks sexy.
I used to watch Face Off where they did the makeup,
The makeup, yeah.
And like,
Mhm.
you know, 8 different people are always like, "Oh, I think I'm going home, man. Oh, man. And like, you can shut up. It's a competition. Go fucking do what you need to do." And this one just kind of gets down to it. Plus, they
Yeah.
have really cool names for shit. Like the hole that you put the fucking
Well,
glass.
do they
in.
also? Well, they keep explaining the parts and
Yeah, the concepts behind what
process.
they're doing and shit. Yeah, yeah. But anyway, so like they have the main heater kiln thing, right, where they heat up the glass. But like the hole that in the furnace that they keep putting it in to like heat the thing up is called a glory hole.
That's
And they
why you
have
like the
no
show.
no,
Somebody
but they
really
have
is
no
a-
qualms with saying glory hole.
Yeah, because they're
These
professionals,
weird
God damn it.
Yeah.
Normal
They
people
have to
watching this
say-
are just gonna go, really? Glory hole again?
Well, glass blowing has been around longer than the term glory hole as far as a dick in a hole. I'm sure.
For sure. For sure.
So I wonder how then did glory hole get attuned? Because
I don't know.
you're blowing on the dick? Like you're blowing
I
glass?
guess, maybe.
Oh, maybe that's the connection.
Maybe.
Maybe. Because
Maybe.
you got to blow the
They didn't
glass
say
in the
that
glory
part.
hole.
Wow, this is like ancient aliens. or
I think
something.
somebody
You're
needs to
deciphering.
get to Googling.
All right. That's it. That's it.
That's
That's
funny.
it.
Somebody's got to figure it out.
I must know the answer to this question now.
All right, so next up is me with Forza Horizon 4 Fortune Island. So I've got the Game Pass Ultimate, which includes the PC Game Pass, and part of that you get Forza Horizon 4, which is an outstanding game. I played it on Xbox. I've been really getting into it on PC, and I decided to get the DLC for it. There's Forza or Fortune Island, and there's the Lego one. I've only been doing Fortune Island so far, and you go to a completely different island, and it's a lot more rustic, I guess. There's like mountains and a lot of mud, so a lot of off-road stuff, some really cool like beach shit, and they have some cool modes in there too. And like one of them is Trailblazer, which with the Trailblazer you start off at a starting point and you do whatever it takes to get to the end point. So it doesn't like define the track for you. You just fucking whatever the capabilities of your vehicle is, you can go through the woods or whatever. And they have like riddles and things like that where there's treasure hidden throughout the island, so you're going around and finding that. And I've played the other Forza Horizons, and none of them have quite stuck with me. And this one, the driving just feels so fucking good. And once you start to acquire like cars that you really like to drive, it becomes better. I definitely have, like go-to cars. There's like, yes, I want to drive this car, in this. And I think they do a good job of keeping it enthusiastic about like mixing things up and cool challenges like the stunt challenges and speed traps and stuff like that add a lot to it. So been enjoying that a lot. Have you guys played the Forza Horizon at all?
I haven't played any of the
yes.
Forzas.
I've played 4.
Yeah, I've played Forza Horizon 4, yeah.
Yeah.
Did
You
you
guys
get the
like
Lego
it?
add-on? Or?
I did
It
get the
was
Lego
alright.
add-on. I haven't tried the Lego one.
What's
Did you
the
try that,
Lego
Tim?
add-on?
You're
I haven't
driving,
tried
like,
it. I
Lego
haven't
cars.
re-downloaded it. Yeah, it's pretty much like Lego track and Lego cars and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I didn't really like it much. But
You
I'm
didn't
not
like
into arcade
Yeah, you're more
games
into
like
the,
that.
like the
I'm more into like
Yeah.
simulation.
Similar.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
it was fun.
That's one
It
thing
was
that I had a
fun to go
problem with.
online and race in these races, but it got old quick. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yes, I don't
Yeah.
play the game for the story mode. That's
Right.
Oh,
Yeah.
there were stories that went with this racing
Well, yeah,
game?
Yeah,
yeah. There's
Not
like
enough fast travel, man.
And that's the thing is, I remember that game had like it took a while to get like good cars, and it took a while to be able to do a lot of this stuff. After a while, you can fast travel anywhere on the map if you want.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, you know, when you have like the best fucking cars, the game just gets a lot better. But yeah, I've been enjoying that a lot. Ashtray has been enjoying concerts on the square and e-bikes.
Yeah, tonight was the last concerts on the square here in Madison, which they do with the Wisconsin Chamber Orchestra on Wednesdays. And you have to like get down there at 3 p.m. to like lay a blanket out and claim a section on the lawn, because it's just a huge, big like picnic where everyone's allowed to drink, and you listen to the Wisconsin Chamber Orchestra. And the weather tonight was just like spot on, perfect, nice breeze. The humidity was low, and it was also giving that experience to my dad for the first time. So getting a little blitz with my dad, laying out in the blanket and just like kind of half napping, half listening to classical music. And then added to that is the entire B-cycle units in Madison have been upgraded to e-bikes, which if you haven't ever ridden an e-bike, it's kind of like as soon as the pedaling gets hard, you can kind of feel the motor compensating for the extra effort. And it's just like, oh, this is easy. You like Mystic, you'd love them.
No, I wouldn't. It's a bike.
No, I swear, like,
You know what else compensates when you put your foot down? A car. And I ain't got to do shit to drive one of those.
Hey man, seeing you get out of that Cavalier was a highlight of my life.
The
I'll
weather
bet.
worked out, and yeah, apparently, also though, it's I guess there was just a news article saying that the new e-bikes are getting like an exponential usage with people, which is a good thing, because it's actually a pretty handy way to just get like, oh, I gotta go, 15 blocks quickly without having to call an Uber or something like that.
Gotta
What's
burn
the
off
fun?
those beers
the
and
fun
fucking
in that?
cheese curds.
What's the fun in not calling an Uber? Not
15
calling an Uber.
blocks. Fuck that.
Fuck Uber. I still don't have Uber on my phone. It'll be a while before I'm put in that position to have
Oh, no,
to.
I just assimilated. I'm calling Uber. Fuck that.
They got Groupons for Uber and shit.
You're goddamn right. They got Groupons for Uber. Jesus Christ. Let it go. It's Groupon. There's nothing wrong with saving money, you fucking assholes. Nothing wrong with saving money.
All right, so that brings us into the fuck what you think section, where we tell you to go fuck yourself or things that piss us off in this world. And I'm going to start with numbered bins.
Wow, that's a pretty random thing.
It's when I read it in the outline, I was like, I gotta hear this.
Random?
So we have trash and recycling pickup on Mondays. And at both places that we've lived at with our neighbors, there's just been a collection of fucking bins. You throw your trash in throughout the week. You fill up one or, two.
If one's filled up, you move to the next, sort of.
Right. You move to the next and you take it out to the fucking curb on Sunday night. And we've got new neighbors. New people in the building.
That reminds me of trash night.
You're welcome, Teddy.
Thank you. I got to take my trash kid.
So it's been hot as fuck here for the past couple days. I was gonna bring our one bin in yesterday. I forgot about it. I got home from work today. I'm like, oh fuck, that bin is still out there. I'm gonna go and grab it. Not a big deal. Go grab the bin. It's like a 5-second fucking job, and I go to move it back, and I notice that now on all the bins, scrawled with like a fucking like shitty Sharpie marker, like not even a good Sharpie marker, is the apartment numbers or the address numbers on the bins. And of course, the bin that I've been assigned has like a cracked top on it. So it's going to go, it's going to let water inside of it. And I didn't realize it at first, but whoever put the numbers on those bins also put the number on the bin that was out by the curb.
And decided that your apartment was the negligent bin.
Exactly. And did not bring the bin in. They took the effort to write the number on the bin.
Was this a landlord or was this one of the tenants who just decided, like, I want to make a line of demarcation?
Yeah.
I'm going to claim a particular bin.
Oracle has a decision to make. Does he want to embark on this petty battle and see if he can out-petty this motherfucker?
All you got to do then to out-petty him is just don't take your bin. Don't put anything in your bin. Put everything else every other bin and let people take their motherfucking bins out. Your bin as empty as possible. If anything goes in your bin, it's not your problem.
To out-petty him, you have to take a shit on his bin every fucking morning.
Take a shit.
That will out-petty him. He will quit.
Poop right.
He'll quit. He'll quit after. If he doesn't quit after the third one, then that motherfucker's a trooper and you in for a battle. You know what I'm saying? You have to change your tactics. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Human shit would deter anybody. Actually, I know.
That's when he put JB Weld on his wheels.
We'll see how this pans out. Honestly, this wasn't a problem before, but now it's a fucking problem. So I guess.
But nobody's know. Are you good with any of your neighbors?
No, I mean these are new people, so I have no idea.
No. I'm saying, are you good with any of your neighbors?
Well, how do they know it was you who had the bin, who didn't return the bin?
They did. I have no fucking idea. Like, I seriously don't know. But the thing is
I guess how did you know that was your bin that was still out there, or you were just
because
like,
it has my number scrawled on it.
Oh, but I mean, prior to you knowing the number on it, were you just like, oh, this bin should be brought in? Because it's a communal effort.
Yeah, yes. For the past 4 years, you just take the bins out and you bring them back. Somebody does it. Whoever happens to be out there. And it's been totally fine up until this point. No one's
an issue. Yeah, nobody's...
no problem before.
Yeah. Then I would put my trash in every other bin but the one that had my number on it, and I wouldn't take any goddamn bins out to the curb.
Wow.
That is how I would do that.
Yeah, because as long as your bag's not the last one in, you don't have to take it out to the curb. So I mean,
and to top it off, get a rabid raccoon from like the local testing facility and put it in their bin.
Oh, I glue the fucking lid on mine shut. Nobody getting shit. Well, this seems jammed. Oh, okay.
So I will keep you posted on that ongoing.
I would totally.
I like your pet stories. They seem long lasting and very entertaining.
All right. Next up, we have stabbing a dry cyst from Ashtray.
Oh, Jesus Christ! You better not have you fucking video up as a fucking reference.
Let me bring the video up.
No,
do it. Share it.
God damn it!
Share with the world.
What is wrong with you two?
Nobody wants. Don't encourage this shit.
Because I was actually waiting for Tay to say that's some crazy ass white shit right there. Because that is what crazy white people do.
I mean, no, people pop cysts. I get
Apparently,
it. You just don't record it and show it to people.
I only share it with you guys because I know it's really gonna make you guys.
I said people, not friends. I said people.
Oh, you're friends? We're friends? Oh. Anyways, this lump in my toe, which my what do you call it, nurse? What's the second in training under your primary? Is it like nurse practitioner, who's like almost a doctor but not quite?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Because I couldn't get in my doctor, get to the nurse practitioner. She's like, "Oh, this looks like one of those digital mucoid cysts." And
so you went to an urgent care.
They can cut it. No, I didn't go to urgent care. You dumb shit. I called in, and they told me
it was a joke.
You can wait 6 weeks.
Continue story. I get it. It was a joke. Continue story.
And anyways, they told me this thing should be filled like what a digital mucoid cyst anyways is. It's a cyst that forms out of your joint, either your finger or your toes, and it's supposed to have like this gel, like the joint fluid in it. Well, and they told me like you can come in and they'll drain it, but it's probably gonna come back. Sometimes the only way to get rid of it is to fully have it surgically removed. So I thought, well, just to drain it. Like, I know someone who can help me drain it. They have veterinarian supplies, iodine, sterilize it. So yeah, today we decided to try to drain it, and we could not get any fluid at all out of it.
Who tried to drain it?
I will not name names, just for their own.
Well, I thought you were actually at the doctor.
No,
he wasn't. He went to the doctor. They told him it was wrong. He said, "I'll fix it myself," and then went home and recorded it. That's what happened.
What could possibly go wrong?
Yeah. So let's just say there was no fluid in there that we could at least get to come out. You're getting like negative
you're
pressure.
not doctors.
So
was it air or something, or empty pocket? I mean, there's got to be something in there to swell it up.
Well, there's negative pressure. Like there's, like when you're not getting any sort of blood vessel, and it's just kind of, you get a negative gurgle of like a little bit of blood fluid, but yeah, nothing. And I had her poke it in 3 different spots, but I had it lidocained. So my toe got poked 6 times today. And we didn't get any juice out of it. So now I have to actually
like 3 days. It's gonna be fucking.
You're the closest thing to a Jewish person that I've ever met that wasn't a Jewish person. Like, does this look like a cyst? Is it bad?
Is this a tick? Is this a tick?
Calling into the doctor and shit. Can you pop this?
All right.
Moving on.
Next.
Mystic drums.
So, not drums in general. So, what pisses me off is, I guess, people that think it's okay to just be loud and just crazy obnoxious. So I'm watching the Brewers at Oakland Athletics game. Now, the Oakland Athletics don't really get a lot of people there. Their stadiums may be half full. The problem with Major League Baseball stadiums is that the broadcast has mics all around the stadium that are melded together, so it creates an ambient noise. When the stadium is full, you can't really make out any one thing.
Yeah.
But when the stadium's half full, and
some
there's
sections
crazy drunk morons with fucking snare drums and like tom-toms and horns.
They brought their noisemakers in?
They do every game. They were talking about it during the broadcast. There's a whole section of people that just bring outrageous noisemakers and just make noise out in like left field during the fucking, the away team's batting.
Yeah.
And it's just the most obnoxious fucking thing. Huh?
In Milwaukee or the
No, this
Oakland
is at
A's stadium?
Oakland A's stadium. They don't have that but luckily we're not that obnoxious here. We're just drunk.
Yeah.
We don't bring drums and shit. We just yell.
Too drunk to play the drums.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
But like, dude,
we drink out of them.
It gets so fucking crazy. And I was thinking last night watching this because I was getting pissed off watching it on TV. Like, I can't even imagine what it's like in the stadium if you're trying to watch that baseball game. And there's just assholes fucking beating drums out in the fucking left field. You know what I mean? Like, if you're near that,
fuck up.
fuck yes, exactly. I'm gonna beat the shit out of you. That's what's happening.
The headbutt is coming.
Your head's going through that fucking head of that.
You just throw them over the edge into the fucking field.
Unbelievable.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that sounds terrible.
Yeah.
All right, Teddy, Division 2 first DLC.
First DLC for the division was very, very, very. It was not bad. It's just not. I don't think it's enough. It seems like it takes longer to download than it does to fucking complete. I think it's like 10 gigs or something like that. It's only 2 missions in new locations, and then the last part is you trying to inspect a college campus to find out what happened to this convoy. And the thing is about it is it's an open like kind of like an open world thing, but they don't give you any markers. And this game doesn't give you any flashlights, and it's always nighttime where you go, and it's very frustrating trying to find out what to do and how to complete the little, because there's multiple things. There's 3 stages to the mission that you have to do, and there's like you got to find a switch, and they just don't give you a marker. You got to run around this whole campus. You find this little glowing thing on the wall that you really can't see. And it was just I think it's poorly done.
Like that.
I mean, the good thing is that it was free, because they just said all the DLC is gonna be free for the game, so it was free. But I think it was they could have done a lot more. They only got like 2 or 3 good guns. They got 3 new guns, and it just wasn't enough. So kind of disappointed.
So is this an expansion to District 2? Is that right? Did you hear me? Oh, Mystic screwing up our entire broadcast. He just tried calling me. I tried to play it off like nothing was happening.
Yeah, Mystic telling me too. I was like, what's the
sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Mystic decided to hang up on us and then try to call us back in the middle of the. Look, you can even see it in the feed here. They're damn ridiculous. We'll see. He might be back now.
There you
go. Yeah, you just ruined our show.
Yeah, awesome.
Anyway, welcome
How
back.
did I fucking ruin it?
Because you like called on air and we had the whole blah, 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 blah,
Well, what the fuck you want me to do? I couldn't get back in.
Call silently, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Call waiting.
So
silent, polite little beep beep.
I've heard mixed things about Division 2, Teddy. Is it a good game?
I mean, the game is good. The game is good. The what do you call it? The after game. What do you call it? In game is good. I like it. I haven't done the new raid yet because it's an 8-person thing and kind of need teamwork to do it, and it's really, really hard. They just made it so now at first you couldn't match make. You had to have like 8 people or 7 people with you to do it. But now you can match make for the raid, which I kind of want to try, but it's infuriating to try to do a team like something where everybody has to have a part, a function, and work together. And you got this one dick hole over here, just something like that.
Leroy Jenkins.
Leroy Jenkins. My biggest thing is people don't communicate. I'm like, yeah, there are guys coming behind us. Thank you for telling us. I'm like, you have a headset, use it, get out of the party and talk to people. It was into.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
But yeah.
That's it.
In
all seriousness, yeah, that's it, man. Go fuck yourself, Branson, Missouri.
Ashtray's like, but I didn't talk for that much. It can't be over.
Yeah.
It can't be over. Not yet.
That's our show. We're going to be here every Wednesday night or Thursday at 10 p.m. Central. Make sure you join the conversation at theredeyereport.com or facebook.com/ I think it's /redeyereport. I don't think it's /the Red Eye Report. We've been telling people the wrong fucking thing for like 7 years.
Nah.
That's all right. If they're watching us on Facebook, they already know.
Yeah, that's true.
That's why we only have 3 top fans.
Yep.
Don't send us fucking Twitter shit. We don't care about
better than having none. I really do want to get that shit
Except
up.
for, yeah, Donald Trump can tweet us if he wants. We should start trolling him.
You can start trolling him. I don't want to go to jail.
True.
Yeah, Teddy's got things to worry about. He's fucking.
I mean, yeah, I got shit to do.
You're already on parole.
I got games going back. I got games coming out. I ain't finna troll the president. Fucking miss out on Borderlands 3. Fuck you. He fucked up.
I got games coming out. Never mind my child. I got some games coming out.
Right.
I would keep my son alive. I mean, I get that, but I mean,
I'm gonna keep him alive. That's the benchmark.
like you've got kids, bro. You know
keep him
the
alive. I'm not looking forward to it, but those games, I'm looking forward to that.
I'm contractually obligated to keep him alive.
I am. I'll tell him all the time. I got to feed you. I got people know I have you. I have to take care of you.
Yeah.
Or I get in trouble. Like, yeah.
Right.
Oh lordy! All right, motherfuckers.
So I'm Oracle.
I missed it.
This is Ashray.
I'm Teddy. I knew Mr. could do some chipmunk shit because he petty.
And this is the Red Eye Report.
He petty.
Yeah, you don't want to be last. I don't understand why you don't want to be last. I don't get it.
Mystic can never be last.
I like the caboose.
If that was the case, you'd be last, but you don't like being last.
Yeah, that made no
That's not what I
sense.
mean.